Good morning and welcome to our next episode of Breakfast with Judy. I am Judy Trull, innkeeper here at Lindsay House Bed and Breakfast. So today we're going to talk about Hollandaise sauce. There's some different opinions about Hollandaise. The one that I do is in a blender. It's easy, it's quick, it works for me, and above all, it's delicious. And when you get right down to it, it's delicious, and that's what we want. So let's go ahead and start with our Hollandaise. For our Hollandaise today, we will be using the juice of a lemon, a fresh lemon, 3 egg yolks, and 1/2 cup of butter. And why do we have butter? That's right, because we're in the state of Wisconsin and it's our job to be a butter ambassador. So we take that very seriously here at the Lindsay House. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and juice the lemon right into the blender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my hand underneath and I'm just going to take this and just squeeze it right into my hand. Why do I have my hand there? Because I don't want to be blending a bunch of little lemon seeds. That gives a little bit more fiber to the Hollandaise that I'm willing to do. The second half of the lemon. And again, just holding your hand to catch those seeds and just let the juice run through your fingers. You can do this with a juicer. I just find this easier, less falderall. And then so as you see here, we have the seeds. So we're just going to take this whole thing, throw it out. I went ahead and I washed my hands after doing the lemon juice, and so now we're going to take and we're going to separate our eggs. Because I need 3 egg yolks, I don't need any white. And there's probably special tools out there, I know there are because I've owned them in my lifetime, to separate eggs. You have the best right here. This is what God gave you to work with, let's use that. So just separating that white out. If there's a little bit of white, it's no big deal. But you want to get as much of the white as you can. And then the yolk goes right into the blender. The next egg. Into the blender, and the last egg. Just want to make sure I don't have any shell in there. Very good. So that's the eggs separated, yolks in the blender, whites here that we're going to save for another application, another egg dish. We're going to take the 1/2 cup of butter and we need to melt that in the microwave. As that butter is melting, you may be looking at the blender and thinking, ooh, raw egg yolks. However, the egg yolks are being helped along by the citrus. That lemon, that citrus will take care of some of that egg yolk, and then you're going to pour hot butter in there, and it's going to emulsify when I turn the blender on, and that is how that's going to be cooked, and you're not going to have any concern about serving that to your family, your friends, your guests. Here we have the lid. I took out the center piece. We put the lid on the blender and we are going to turn it on blend, and then we are going to add the hot butter. And as it blends, it will emulsify, and that is how we are going to get the beautiful Hollandaise sauce. I do not add salt. I do not add pepper. If you wish to do that, you can. They suggest adding white pepper, which I don't have all the time, so I just don't add it. And I have salt and pepper on the table for my guests if they would like to add that. Had it on blend, poured the butter in a slow, steady stream. It begins to emulsify. You want to blend it for 45 seconds to a minute. When you think about emulsifying, think about like mayonnaise. Think about other types of sauces. Emulsify is a fancy way to say thicken. You allow it to blend and thicken, and that's what you're looking for in a Hollandaise sauce. This is going to be a little bit thinner than your standard Hollandaise that's done in a double boiler on the stove. Again, this is just the version that works best for me, and I like it because it's easy. 45 seconds to a minute has gone by, so now we're going to take what's in the blender and let's pour it into a pitcher. And it is beautiful. I use this on Eggs Benedict. I've used it on frittatas. I've used it on egg casseroles. It is just really a lovely light sauce, so it's not super thick, but it's really just very pourable. Now, to keep this warm, what you can do is you can have a simmering pot of water on the stove, just a real small amount of water, and just put this pitcher right in there, and that's going to keep it warm without cooking those eggs any more than they already have been from the hot butter. That's our Hollandaise sauce, and next on the hit parade is our Eggs Benedict, which you're going to see a beautiful application for this lovely Hollandaise.